All right, welcome back. Hopefully you're still with me. That last video was a little bit of a doozy. Sometimes Hello World can be surprisingly complicated. Anyways, this video we're going to talk about HTML tags and a little bit more about the structure. So here are some of the key HTML tags. The first and most useful is just the comments. This is basically just the less than, greater than, equal sign, exclamation, dash, dash. And then you put all the comments in between there, and then another dash dash, and then less than equal sign. The rest of these I won't go into too much detail on because they'll be a little bit clearer once I actually start using it. But first and foremost is the head section. So this just goes at the top of pretty much every website, and you're gonna put important browser information up there. Then you're going to have a link to your style sheet, and it's important to make sure your quotations are correct here and all the syntax is correct here. Otherwise, the sheet won't work. Then the main sections are going to be your body. Then your body is going to have within it the header, a main section, and a footer. And then within each of those, you can have different types of HTML elements. So a nav is basically just a section for links. An A link is an actual clickable link, so you put the A links within the nav links. H1 as well as H2, 3, 4, 5 are all headers, and then P is for paragraph. So you can use these as much or as little as you want. The important thing here is that you just have some sort of format or structure to your page, and the more you use these types of descriptive tags, the easier it'll be for you and others to understand what the structure of your page is going to look like before actually having to open the page. So you can just go to the code and get a good feel, hopefully, for what the page is actually going to look like, as well as when you're actually editing content. It'll make it a little bit easier for you to see where it is that you need to edit things. So here are just some more other commonly used HTML tags and just boilerplate code. So you can read this slide for some of this information, but the important point here is that there's a lot of different types of tags that you can use. And the more you use them, the easier it will be for other people to understand your code as well as yourself. The div tag here is a really useful one, so I'll highlight that. Basically, you can use a div. It's a non-semantic tag, which basically means it's just kind of like an all-purpose tag. So you can use these pretty extensively throughout your website. And old school HTML pretty much only used these. And then what you can do is you can create classes within each div, kind of what we did in the Hello World. That way you can still format different parts and different sections of your website. And this just gives you a little bit more flexibility to, kind of use or call it whatever you want without having to specifically say it's a title or an article or an aside. So this moves us along to our next project. So this project is just going to create a really basic website. This is going to be helpful just for you to get a feel for what the HTML tags look like, how to think about structuring it, as well as how to use CSS to format some of that code. So we're going to do this first website in a few different parts, a few different steps, just to make it a little bit more digestible. So this is just a look and feel of what the website's going to eventually look like. Then on the next page here, this will just be what happens when you scroll down on the web page. So it's going to be probably a little tricky, to say the least, for you to kind of just go at this from square one with just seeing the HTML tags from before. So I don't expect you to really get this one on your own, but feel free to try it on your own, and we'll talk about the solution a little bit later. Just to give you a quick sneak peek though, an important thing you're going to do is you're going to create your index.html file. You're going to create your main.css file, and then you can create a folder called images to store the different images from the website. So this gummy image, as well as the Rice Krispie image, etc. You don't have to use these exact ones, but you can store these all in a folder just to keep it a little bit more organized. And this will give you a quick flash as to what the code will eventually look like. So you can either quickly jot this down and try to recreate it yourself, or you can just go straight to the solution video on this one. But again, this will be important for you to just get a basic sense for what the structure of a website is going to look like and how to link it to actual formatting this in CSS files. So best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.